Step 1. Identify your suppliers. Did you write down the list of suppliers like I suggested in the introduction? Truly, that's step 1. It's tough, especially if you're in a sizable company. So many departments, so many special needs. If your company is especially large, it will likely take a team to gather all this information. As noted, a good start is with the finance folks. They can tell you who gets paid. Interviews. Recognize that there are more tools in the toolbox than just on-site audits. A phone call interview may be perfectly suited to establish the ability for a supplier to meet your needs. You can understand a great deal about a company by just doing a simple phone interview. Generally, companies will gladly put you in touch with the appropriate personnel, especially if you offer it as an option to a full-blown on-site audit. Questionnaires can be effective if they focus on the aspects that are important. However, they can only give you a general picture of how the respondent interprets the question. This makes the creation of the questionnaire challenging at best. The worst thing is a questionnaire that the supplier has to slog through but gives no useful information. If you use a questionnaire, keep in mind how you handle the situation when the supplier gives an unfavorable answer to one or more of the questions. Will this automatically disqualify the supplier? Will you have to manage the supplier at a higher level of control? Be prepared to follow up with a call or interview to clarify particular responses. Make your questions clear. Just like in auditing, asking yes or no questions is pretty close to useless. Pose the questions in a way that will solicit meaningful replies. Desk checks. You can, at best, get a feel for how the supplier operates by reviewing their documented procedures. For initial qualification approval, this may be sufficient. You may, though, need to follow up with a more personal interview or review to get a better understanding of the processes. Now it's time to take the final assessment. This assessment will consist of 10 multiple-choice questions. You will have 3 attempts to pass this assessment. To pass this assessment, you will need a score of 80% or above. A certificate of successful completion will be issued if you pass the assessment. Best of luck and keep learning.